Hey, buddy.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
Why are you here?
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow.
Thanks, Wade.
As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith.
Really now?
Which is why I came. To learn the full truth of the matter.
Yeah?
Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
Okay, sure.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was. Aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
There we go! What?
2,000? God damn.
2,000? What the fuck? Uncle, you're cool. Best uncle ever.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Really?
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
Yeah, because we cut his hands off, didn't we?
We did.
I think.
I mean, we might have had a hand in it or two.
Fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
Yeah.
Wait, say that one more time.
Come here and I'll show you.
What? That we had a hand in Hugo's situation? I mean, I can't necessarily put my finger on it, but you don't have to go on a limb for it. So see, I like to think we've gotten a hand on the situation.
You already made the joke, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
I mean, hey, don't read my palm about it, okay? No skin off my back. That's close enough. It's all good. Okay, so what we got here?
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast.
Yep. That's obvious.
Can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed?
Okay.
Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next.
Okay.
The Ein Hare, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for
Katie.
the part, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash.
Okay. So they sent their quickest
It's
ship.
safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him?
Into the city of
My
Alud.
home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose.
Okay.
Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in
No, I think
balance.
maybe the ships are a distraction.
No.
They went by foot.
The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it.
It's a distraction.
So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert.
Yeah, go straight
And
through.
by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port.
Yeah.
To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat.
Mm-hmm.
I would stake your life on it.
No, yeah, that tracks. I'd believe that. So the boats are distraction.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away.
Yep.
Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw.
What'd you see?
The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
Oh.
You have a keen mind.
So the
Lord
Damakians
Rosfield.
think he's dead.
And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy.
Okay.
It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way.
Lord Byron?
As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canverward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
Okay, as long as you're safe.
Company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Yeah, good
Very
idea.
well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
I know, better than anyone, Uncle. Okay. So, that means we need to go fuck off into the wild blue yonder. Alright, so.
Otto. Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Hi, Gav.
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head.
I mean, we could also destroy the Mother Crystal while we're there. 2 birds, 1 stone. I don't see why not. Like, right, aren't you with me on this? Like, while we're there, might as well.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it.
I won't risk any more than I have to.
We already destroyed, like, what, 2 already?
2, yeah.
What's another crystal?
And the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom.
Uh-huh.
You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalimil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Rosena.
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalimil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Okay.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to
He's coming
stay,
with, don't worry about it.
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Lamau.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you 2 in charge.
You can count on us.
Alright. We have shit to do, people to see. So much to do, so much to see, so much to do, so much to see, so much to do, so much to see.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Adventure time. Indeed. Let's go ahead and head on out. Outy like Scouty. The Damakian Republic. Oh, look, an ether crystal. I mean, I forgot what they're called. I forgot what they're called.
Obelisk.
Obelisk, got it.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Really?
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Okay. I'm not going to explore much here, guys. Again, the focus is getting through a story. If we wanted to explore, we'd play more of the game, but obviously we want to get through the story as quickly as possible. Come here, honey. We're going to go. Let's go.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins.
Okay.
Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
That's fine. I have a GUI that gives me a visual compass,
Many years
Uncle.
ago, when you were just a boy,
Uncle.
you and I rode this way together,
Really?
accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
Really?
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born.
Ah.
You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle.
Aww.
I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Aww. What a cutie patootie.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalimil Inn.
The Dalimil
Dear,
Inn.
this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Of course, we can take a drink. Hydration is important, ladies and gentlemen, and those who do not bend to the whims of the binary. Alright, here we go. Hello, do thus have refreshments for weary travelers. Or that. What's up, boy? Honey, what's up? What are those?
There. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about
Wait,
it.
ashen steeds?
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Okay, Uncle, I swear to God, you probably want to put a mask on or something so that way...
Come along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Go stand by the chocobos. Scare them off if the riders come back. Alright, it's time for us to kick some ass and take some names if they don't have asses to take. Hello. So that must be them. Okay. Yeah, that must be them. Gold armor.
Good day to you. Eating?
Drinking, please.
Breathing, actually.
Sorry about the pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
Okay.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Hey, girl. No, fuck off.
Would you rather be my squire?
Meat and cheeses. Easy peasy.
I don't get the feeling she's going to be important later.
Maybe. They're lingering on her for a bit. Though it might just be traveling to the location to which she's important.
Imagine Hugo being here.
Oh, wait! You! Joshua's here! Joshua's here! You're his assistant! Joshua! Bro, okay, you need to, like, not...
Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on.
Okay, where are you going?
Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Katie, love you to bits. You be safe, okay?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
That's a thick-ass door.
Right?
Was that a foot wide? Alright, get more ale. Most likely for the soldiers.
Also, is it weird that, like, there's just a severe lack of music during some cutscenes?
Well, obviously this place doesn't have a bard, so it makes sense.
But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Will you now?
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
Can you not look back?
Cooker, then.
Would you shut the fuck up, Byron?
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Oh boy.
Oh, great.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Thanks, Uncle.
Wait, what?
His uncle couldn't keep his mouth shut.
Oh.
Said Kupka's name aloud.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Then just leave it downstairs. But why would I leave if trouble's just brewing downstairs? It's just gonna be downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
I'm not for sale.
But we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
Friend. Indeed.
Do I look like a lady of the night?
Yeah, get you some food in you. Come on. Chocobo soup. Of course.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
That is some fucking strength to be able to kick, you know, a wooden table.
Yeah, Uncle, please continue eating. And just stay on the other side there. Thank you, Uncle. Alright.
Diablo! Take it!
Oh my god! I totally forgot how to play this game! No, you fucking don't!
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Shut up and eat your soup.
And done. Nee, 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 nee. A bloody hide! What the fuck, did we use her skin? I don't know. Maybe y'all should just mind your own fucking business next time. Oh, wait, sorry, there's no next time. You're all dead, so.
As evidenced by the blood on the sword.
Hi. Hi.
For your trouble.
Uncle, don't just throw Gil around.
I mean, considering the damage we did.
Touch more salt.
Good to know. So, assistant, you saw Clive. What are you gonna do now? Yeah, she saw Clive, so... Just because he's rich doesn't mean he has to throw Gil around. Why? That makes him a target. We do not need targets on our back right now.
Now's our chance.
Medicine? Do you have medicine?
I'm fine.
I mean, yeah, so sure. The tavern absolutely deserves compensation. 100%. Oh! It glows when Joshua's nearby.
Clive?
That's interesting to know.
Bro! Brother! Brother, where are you, brother?
Clever girl.
Proof that someone was here. And left behind the carrots that he doesn't like to eat!
What is it now?
Uncle, you're not gonna believe this.
There's nothing.
We're not gonna tell him! We're not gonna tell him!
Bruh.
Bruh. Bruh. We need to tell him! Hi, don't mind us. Nothing happened. A little bit of a scuffle. They thought they thought that we were available for sale, but we're not. So, all good. Nothing's bad. Everything's okay. We're fine.
Where are you?
I mean, if the feather was an indicator of where he is, then might as well use that as a fucking beacon.
Right?
The royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
We give Torgal petties because Torgal is the best boy ever. Alright, come on.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
Hey lady, buy a pot. You know, find a pot in brass or silver. Sugar dates and figs.
Trash fish. We captured you by it.
Did they charge extra for the room with a conveniently located stack of crates? I wonder. Oh, fuck.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang.
Huh.
It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
Really
We have
now?
to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By sneaking.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalimil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities.
Uh-huh.
I'll wager this Rosina Dalimil is the same.
Perhaps.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Okay. Alright, best not fuck with them. So we gotta figure it out. Alright, so. Alright, let's take a look around and see. Who would know of the rich and powerful here? Hello.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Information.
Allow me.
Oh, okay, sure.
My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalimil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
You don't have to say it like that.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
I gotta throw a gill at him.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to know
Byron,
a lady
please.
by the name of
Oh, my lord.
Rosina Dalimil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Bro.
Well, thank you all the same.
Don't just throw names. You don't have to throw names, we just gotta throw businesses. Alright. Excuse me. Hi, ma'am.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait.
Okay, so they're into
Yeah, he's
smithing.
only a
Okay.
young sprig. But he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
Thank you. Are chicken nuggets in the Final Fantasy universe called Chocobo Nuggets? I would assume?
You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Indeed, Byron. Indeed.
I don't know. When you look at influencers nowadays that seem to be fucking younger than us, I call bullshit.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Until Square Enix makes it a toy.
Right. Hello.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name
Byron,
of Rosina.
can we not
Dalimil.
throw names around?
A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
About as
Then
subtle
you
with a
should
clown,
ask her.
like a clown with his cock out.
He's been here
Right.
for years. Knows the place and
Berta?
its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families.
Really?
Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Okay.
Thank you kindly.
How would one go about just making regular chocobo nuggets? Are we assuming the same way that you make chicken nuggets?
Sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows.
Okay. Let's figure it out. So, hello. Herda, hi. Hello.
Excuse me. Are you Furter?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalimil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
This is either going to be a trap or an actual meeting. $10 says trap.
Do you think we can trust him?
No.
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
This is a trap. 100% a trap.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
Hi.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Okay. Nope. Alright, come on. How you doing? Pretty great. We just got back. I got back from my vacation and we're just kind of chilling, knocking some asses out. See? Barely even paid attention.
Yeah, with the way that we're going, like, a lot of the regular battles just kind of go mindless.
Right? What dipping sauces come with chocobo nuggets? I would think something like with lentils and honey. Something like that. That made the soup. Same with the soup. Maybe some sort of tomato ketchup or something like that? Or some potapo. Something with potapo. Popoto? Sorry. Alright, but hey, there we go. Chilling like a villain? Yeah. Lemon with chocobo? I think that's a really good one. So, y'all done? Y'all done? Y'all good?
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss.
Yeah, that's a lie.
To test you.
Sure.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furter? Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord.
Really?
To the Lock of Leisure, then.
Lock of Leisure. Okay.
To the Lock of Leisure.
More numbers? Probably more. You'd probably get more number of chicken. More number of chocobo nuggets. I would probably agree there. I see something here. Once you go flat. Flatbread? Seriously? Once you go flat? Really? The Final Fantasy 14 devs are at it again.
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
But we should have went to the Briar's Kiss first.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalimil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
Byron, please.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Indeed.
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
Hello.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid II?
Oh, you look like a pompous ass.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
Trade. Money.
Why, trust.
That too.
Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way.
Okay.
Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he
I want
wants.
to punch you in the nose, dude. I want to break your nose so fucking fast.
Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want.
I want to break this guy's nose.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We don't have a choice, Byron.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalimil.
Okay, easy.
Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them.
Byron, please.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
Byron, this is why I didn't want you to come along.
Apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play.
Yeah, this guy has a breakable nose. Just saying.
I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
Byron, are you gonna be okay?
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
You better not die, I swear to God. I'm just saying, if you die, we're gonna have problems. We will have problems.
We're the only ones causing trouble in Dalimil.
Again, you have a breakable nose. I want you to realize, sir. I would like you to realize, sir, that in order to break someone's nose very easily, all one has to do is ram the bottom part of the palm of their fist up against your nostrils and aim it to where that bottom palm strikes towards your eyes. That's all I need to break your nose and get your nose bones to crack into your skull. How do I know this? Don't ask.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
Really?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves.
Thieves?
Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Okay. So we have a problem where the Commonwealth are not using the crystals. Okay.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalimil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
MKU, why would you do that? MKU, why would you do that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the mother crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer. Not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
Okay.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Okay.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on.
So the men of the rock are holding all the crystals hostage.
They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Jill's resting. She turned primal, so...
Spices from the breads of the twins.
Sorry, turned primal. This is not 14. She turned into her primal state, so...
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Hello, ma'am.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
See, and this is why it was a good thing that Byron gave her all that gold.
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
But?
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
But there's a but. I heard a but. He's upstairs, but... Byron? What are you two up to?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
He thinks he's being smart. He's not. Byron? Byron, what did you do? What did you do?
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it.
Okay.
And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals.
Okay.
I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things.
Okay, that makes sense.
But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
Okay.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so.
Really?
A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge.
Well, basically, the men of the rock are the ones hoarding all the crystals.
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
Okay, Uncle Byron, you're getting to dangerous territory, my dude. Like, literally...
in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
Genuine cactuar needles, imported from across the sea. Just one prick and your little sparrow will sing. What? One prick and your little sparrow will sing. What does that mean? Is that a new way of singing? Is that a new way of fighting impotence? Gotta go this way.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of...
Who's making 1,000 gil for Gishel greens? The fuck's wrong with you? Yeah, how much are Gishel greens in Final Fantasy XIV? Straight up. Like, they're cheap as balls, right?
36 apiece.
36 even there you go.
From here.
Chocobo have learned to use gil. Alright. Yeah, 36 gil a piece? Psh, 1,000 is fucking robbery.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord.
I mean, if you pay like 1,000 for them, then clearly you got it from the market board and you're a fucking sucker.
Stones I could scrape together at
Not the good kind of sucker either.
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
They're gonna beat your ass for it.
Right this way, my lord.
Right behind this dark alley where no one can see us.
If Byron dies, oh my god.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Them?
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Waloed is trading them.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty.
Okay.
And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits.
I see.
And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Okay.
Did you
Good.
get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business.
Oh, yeah.
Kill them both!
Alrighty, don't mind me.
It's not over yet, Uncle! I'm just getting warmed up!
Damn you. Alright. New enemies approach. God damn, y'all can't learn to take a fucking hit. They're black chocobos too. How fucking dare you? I love black chocobos so goddamn much, and here you are to force them into battle with you. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm just punching air. I'm that angry. I'm punching air. Sorry, honey. And we're done. Look at chocobos by the gill. Gissel greens. Haraka root.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
Chocobos can't be black. I have a black chocobo.
Huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did that.
Byron, you
they
did
could be any
fantastic.
color.
Huh?
Don't you?
They could be any color.
They can. They could be brown. They could be blue. They could be violet sky. Hi.
The scene was particularly thrilling.
There's your crystals.
Shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
For now, at least.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
Do we earn your trust now? Yeah, there are the crystals.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Sure, buddy. Again, this guy makes me want to punch him in the nose. There are pink chocobos in 14.
I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive.
Uh-huh.
I suppose it could have been worse.
Listen, when you play Final Fantasy XIV and you're up against one of the big level like 90 raid bosses, and you're with this Lalafell named Thick Boy, you don't ask questions about people's names.
Or Trash Can.
Trash Can's another one. Biggest Dickus. I've seen Biggest Dickus. What other names have I seen in 14 that are just ridiculous? This guy, literally named this guy.
Dorito Burrito.
Dorito Burrito.
John Final Fantasy.
Get Bitches. Written as G-I-T. Bitches, B-E. Get Bitches. Yeah, just, you don't ask questions about... I saw a lot of robots left.
I mean, I could just take a look around Limsa right now, and I'm pretty sure I could find some fucking degenerate names. Corpse Breath.
Right?
You held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades.
Oh, how lovely.
Those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Wonderful.
And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
Indeed.
My name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
Nope.
I literally just saw somebody like clip under the Etherite Plaza at Limsa. I think it may have been one of those guild bots.
Oh, yeah. Do you know have to do level grinding, or is this one pretty... It's pretty linear. The game's easy enough without having to do that.
Yeah, like, now that I think about it, yeah, exactly. Like, there's never really need for grinding.
With it shall be a friend of yours.
And I don't think there ever has to be. Nope. Unless, like, you know, we go for those higher level hunt marks, but that's probably, like, way later in the game.
Tell them that Rosina Dalimil is back in bed with Sid.
That's disgusting. That's just like Sid's very much dead. And that lady is not even real.
What?
That's how they give messages out. Carriers. That has been established since the beginning of this game. They use owls to translate their messages across. Brian's looking at me like I'm crazy.
I must have missed that.
You definitely missed that. Every time they mention, like, messages, it's always been owls. So, yeah.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Indeed. It's my first day. I love that though. I love that though. Yeah, they use a spell to keep them safe until they have the receiver. But there are some times where like you can overpower a spell, such as the demo,
Well then,
when that happens.
I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
We have shit to do, people to see. So much to do, so much to see, so much to do, so much to see, so much to do, so much to see, so much to do, so much to see. Alright. Great. Alright. Oh, balls are side quests. Fuck!
I've never even forged a butter knife before.
You've never forged a butter knife, friend?
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait.
Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalimil. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
Okay.
I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I mean, I could help you figure it out.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalimil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right.
The spirit of Dalimil.
There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalimil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks.
If you're looking for a carving knife, definitely the butchers.
About the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right.
Remember his name is Aw. I love that.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Okay, you do not put frozen meat in the microwave. Alright, so... yeah, if he's making a carving knife, definitely a butcher or some sort of animal handler
Turn it into a riddle.
would be able to benefit.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
Question.
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
You need to be able to use it properly. The flexibility. It can't be a stiff. It can't be a stiff knife. If it's a stiff knife, you're not going to be able to bend the thing the way you need to in order to get certain cuts. Knife needs to be sharp. It also needs to be. It needs to be able to be handleable. And by meaning like that, it can't be too big. It can't be too wide. If your hand is too small for the blade, you'll never be able to control it properly. It's basically firmly has to be custom for you. And at the same time, it has to be able to do the job properly with your size and skill set in mind. Basically, a knife just can't... you can't fuck around with a good knife. You need to be able to know a knife. Hunter, of course.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
You'd be surprised how many chefs actually have custom knives fitted for their hand.
Anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalimil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
Yeah.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalimil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
No, he wouldn't.
Right. I've been trained to work iron.
Mm-hmm.
The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort.
Yeah.
Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor.
Have you tried using a new material?
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could
Probably a
turn
miner,
to.
maybe? Someone who uses an ore master?
Favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy.
Okay.
I bet she'd know a thing or two.
An ore monger, essentially.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable.
Right.
Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone.
Yeah.
But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
That doesn't sound like Dalimil, though.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalimil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use.
Yeah. So if you mix it with another material...
It'll either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalimil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose.
Really?
Folk first settled Dalimil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
And there we go. We found it.
That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
Oh my god.
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do.
You just gotta layer it in, most likely.
I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
Limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
Fair enough.
I can't thank you enough, Clive.
Am I buying it or am I getting
no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Hi.
All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Uh-huh.
You all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
Okay.
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it.
Really?
I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source.
Okay.
but I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you, go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
What game is that? I did not get what Brian said. He was doing the copy pasta for Final Fantasy
The smell
XIV.
of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way.
Okay.
These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Bro, I get the feeling that literally everything is just keeping you away from being in debt, man. I get it. I get it 100%.
Ah, I'm not too late.
We're gonna come back.
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret.
Okay.
Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days.
Really?
I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest.
Okay.
I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
I almost started to believe you actually cared about me.
So long as you have a plan.
Thanks, Lubor. Why can't everything be free? If only. Don't mind me, Uncle. I'm being a nice Samaritan. Alright.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
Beautiful water. Oh, the water is gorgeous. Heated, so it's very much... It's almost purified. Heating water actually helps with its purification. But it depends on the type of water and depends on what you're holding it in. So it could be actually a detriment, depending.
The flames. That explains the heat.
To me!
Great. Into the fire! Old Faithful! Your name is Old Faithful! Can we drink the water? Depending on whether or not this is actually surrounded by limestone. If it's surrounded by limestone, probably not.
Nice try. Will not be outdone.
The fact that these springs are fed through springs under limestone, meaning it's filtered through salt-containing rocks and mineralized naturally, in terms of purifying and naturally better for you beauty-wise. I would recommend drinking this kind of water. It must be sulfur. Exactly. That's the thing. It depends on the water and depends on what's surrounding it.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
All right.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
There you go.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for. That'll do, I reckon.
That's a carving
A
knife?
knife forged from the very rocks of Dalimil. Her
That
spirit.
doesn't really look like a carving knife to me.
It's a fine-looking blade.
Need more refinement.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalimil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be.
Mm-hmm.
You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies.
Okay.
Rule number 1 in any business, Sava. Know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you.
Okay.
I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge.
Yeah.
For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather.
It has to be custom to
And
your
for
client.
the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone.
Yeah, could have been.
Anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
Nah, it's alright.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
See? Win-win.
When I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
I appreciate that. Don't need it. Not a hunter. Carving out a niche. Love that.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Oh, guys, I don't know how to tell you this. As a fat ass, I must be the one to tell you, fresh bread is the fucking best. Like, freshly made bread. Warm, still a little mildly soft. Not so much soft where it's like melting in your melting when you squish it, but enough to where it's like it's nice and fluffy. Ugh, the best.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again.
Hi.
The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Literally bombs. Fire spirits. Bombs.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh?
Yep.
That's something due to worry about.
It's alright.
But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Yay. Get back to work. That's all we small business owners do, man. I get it.